Okay, let me just share my screen first. Okay, hello and welcome to the presentation today. My name is Colin Davis. I'm a professor of economics at the Institute for Liberal Arts at Doshisha University in Kyoto, Japan. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I completed an undergraduate degree in Canada and then moved to Japan in 2000 to complete graduate school, so master's and PhD in economics at the University of Hokkaido in Sapporo. So I'm very well acquainted with the international student experience. After graduating from the University of Hokkaido, I went to work at Kobe University, and now I'm at Doshisha University in Kyoto at the Institute for Liberal Arts. So I'm going to give a brief explanation of our program, talk a little bit about student life, and tell you a little bit about Kyoto, the city that we're located in. Please feel free to ask me questions at any time during the presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. If you write them in the chat, I'll just repeat your question and then provide an answer. For those questions that I'm not able to answer during the presentation, once the presentation is complete, I'll also respond in the chat to questions that you have. Okay, so let's get started. So, so we like to think of ourselves as a liberal arts institute in the heart of Japan. So we're located in Kyoto, and so we invite you to earn a world-class English taught degree while immersing yourself in Japan. You may know that Kyoto is located in the west side of Honshu, the main island in Japan. And so Kyoto has a very rich history, culture, and tradition. It was the historical capital of Japan for more than a millennium. But also today, there's countless breathtaking temples, shrines, and gardens around the city in Kyoto. It has 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, but also, history, culture, and tradition play a rich part of everyday life in Kyoto. So you can see many types of culture in Kyoto being practiced, in people's daily lives as you move around the city. Another important cultural legacy of Kyoto is the Gion Festival, which has been operating for more than 1,000 years. This runs from over July for about a month. And so it's a very, very well-known festival that attracts people from all over Japan and all over the world. So Kyoto is also a very modern city. So it's quite it's about a mid-sized Japanese city. So, you have access to shopping districts with modern stores, latest in fashion and design. It's also a cultural hub, so there's access to world-class contemporary art. There's many museums, access to music, film, photography, anime, pop culture, Kyotography, a very large international photography festival has just finished up here in Kyoto. We're also part of the what we call the Kansai region, which includes the larger city Osaka and also a slightly different city Kobe. So these cities are also within very close range, easy trips. Osaka is about 30 minutes away by train. Kyoto itself is it's a river valley that's surrounded by mountains. So it's basically located on the confluence of several rivers. And so while there's a mid-sized Japanese city with all the sort of modern aspects that would be associated with that, you also have access to nature. So, hiking in the mountains. A lot of the student activities at the ILA, social activities, are centered around a river that's close by to us called the Kamogawa River. So many social events and students meeting occurs at that river, around that river. Kyoto is also a very academic city. So it's in Japan, it's famous as a student town. It has more universities and students per capita than anywhere else in Japan. Lots of international symposia are held regularly. So there's lots of opportunities for academic exchange, collaborative research, community-based projects. We're part of the something called the Consortium of Kyoto Universities in Kyoto, about 50 universities that come together to offer courses that students can take at their, at each of these universities. So Kyoto is really a true crossroads of knowledge. You can nurture your academic curiosity, develop your spirit of inquiry while you basically complete an undergraduate degree and to learn the skills that you'll need to go continue with your life in a global society. So we're located in Kyoto City. We're part of a large private university called Doshisha University. So Doshisha University is one of the oldest universities in Japan. It was established by Nijima Jo, who basically left Japan to complete a degree in the United States. He's the first Japanese citizen to earn a degree outside of Japan. And so he returned and established Doshisha University in 1875. So Doshisha University is quite a large university. So 26,000, more than 26,000 undergraduate students, 2,000 graduate students in 15 undergraduate programs, 16 graduate programs. So it's quite a large, modern private university. However, very modern architecture mixed with, historical buildings that date back to the Meiji period. So we are one undergraduate program within this larger private university, Doshisha University. So our program is offered at the Institute for the Liberal Arts. And so we are modeled off a North American liberal arts college. So while we're part of a very large university, the scale of our program is quite small. So we offer a 4-year degree, bachelor arts degree in the liberal arts. And so our full intake over the 4 years is 200 students. So we have 50 students coming in each year. So you can study in small dynamic classes. And it's liberal arts, so you can learn across a number of different academic disciplines. Our average class size is about 15 to 17 students, so classes are quite small. There are many different types of classes, so seminar-based classes, presentation-based classes, discussion, lecture-based classes. There's many different types of class styles that are possible when you think about sort of this small liberal arts college type of program. Our classes are taught exclusively in English, so there's no Japanese language requirement to complete our degree. So yeah, one of the benefits of the Institute for Liberal Arts, or the ILA as we call it, is that you get all the benefits of a close-knit community, but you still have all of the bells and whistles that come with being part of a large established private university in Japan. So here you can see a picture of the sunken garden in our main building where the Institute for Liberal Arts is housed, the Shikokan. So often students who are thinking about completing a degree in liberal arts, the first question that comes to mind is, what is the liberal arts? So sort of one description of it is a cross-training for the mind that can prepare you for more specialized studies and career development later, okay? You might also say liberal arts prepares people to live their lives and not their work. More generally, we can think the liberal arts as a broad field of study. It's going to include humanities, social sciences, natural sciences, and mathematics. So really all different types of analysis, academic thought are included in liberal arts. The idea here is not to specialize on one type or one field or one sort of specialized vocational training, but rather what you're doing is you're learning broadly across a number of different academic disciplines with the goal of trying to develop critical thinking, effective communication skills, develop a well-rounded way of thinking about the world, What this does is it allows you to sort of cultivate intellectual curiosity. So at the ILA, we're very interested in helping to develop students' academic curiosity, also ethical reasoning, and adaptable skills for a variety of careers and life situations. So we know that in today's world, many of you after you graduate are going to have very, very long careers now. So, and that may not be just in one type of employment, but you may change careers or change types of employment, change companies over your lifetimes. And so having a broad way of thinking that you develop through studying across the academic disciplines can give you the flexibility that allows you to sort of adapt to these sort of changes that we see in how people live their lives. Yeah, so why complete a liberal arts degree? So it's a broad general education plus skills. Graduates are able to analyze, interpret information, form and express informed opinions, communicate effectively, appreciate the richest of diverse human culture, better understand human nature and society. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the types of courses we offer. So our liberal arts degree is composed of three main components, which are seminar courses, foundation courses, and concentration courses. The seminar courses are designed to kind of create a hybrid between what we'd see as a sort of a Japanese seminar style course and sort of maybe some more North American seminar style courses. So in Japanese program, you tend to have a seminar that you join. It's like a homeroom class, if you like. You enter in maybe your first or second year, and you'll stay with those students and with that professor right out until you graduate. At the ILA, what we do instead is we have introductory, intermediate, and advanced seminars. And what you are required to do is to complete 4 introductory seminars with 4 different ILA faculty members. And each of those 4 introductory seminars will approach will approach analysis from the point of view of a different field. So in your introductory seminar, you're learning about the basic principles and methods of analysis with 4 different fields. So you get a sort of a general introduction to 4 different types of analysis. Then in your intermediate seminar, you choose from the 4 and you complete 2 intermediate seminars. So at the advanced level, you're at slightly more advanced level, you're now learning about 2 different analytical approaches at the intermediate level. And then at the advanced level, you complete a 1-year research project, which you write up as a paper, as an honors thesis. If you're interested, you can also write that up as an honors thesis. So in your advanced seminar, you're with one professor over a full year where you work on an advanced developed project. The foundation courses are composed of academic and research skills and understanding Kyoto and Japan courses. So basic courses that will help you to learn more about where you are in Kyoto and in Japan, and also courses that will give you the skills that you need to do well in your undergraduate degree here at the ILA. The main body of courses is then made up of what we call concentration courses. So there are 3 concentrations in our program. We have the Japanese Society and Global Culture concentration, the Japanese Business and the Global Economy concentration, and the Japanese Politics and Global Studies concentration. So just to give you a flavor for the courses that we offer, so here are some of the courses in academic and research skills. You can see, for example, library research skills, writing, presentation, and debate, some basic math courses, introduction to philosophy and thought, qualitative research methods, quantitative research methods, understanding Kyoto and Japan. You can see basic Japanese courses, Doshisha and Christianity, so something about Doshisha, geography of Japan, nature and the environment in Japan, for example. In the concentration courses, basically each concentration is set up to answer specific types of questions. So in the Japanese Society and Global Culture concentration, we have basically humanities and human science courses. So we're asking questions like, What invisible forces are driving societies in the world? How do we build and belong to communities, cultures, nations, and the world? How does the present relate to the past? What makes humans human? In the Japanese business and the global economy, concentration, it's business and economics. So we look at how economies function. What is the role of business in society? How can we evaluate economic systems? What creates wealth and poverty? How are companies built and managed? How do financial markets work, for example? In the Japanese politics and global studies concentration, we're asking questions like, what is power? Who has power? How do they get it? How did they get the power? What do citizens want and what do citizens get? How do media, opinion, and psychology shape elections and policy? What role do citizens play in democracy? These are the types of questions that we answer in each of these concentrations. So here's a sort of a flavor of what the courses look like. So for Japanese society and global culture concentration, introductory, intermediate, and advanced level. So you've got courses on anthropology, pop culture, media, communications, history, for example, education. Then in the business and the global economy concentration, you have courses on economics, finance, business administration, accounting, marketing, management, so on and so forth. In the Japanese politics and global studies concentration, you have courses about international relations, policy studies, politics, law. So this is just a short description of the courses that we offer. You also can take courses that will give you credit towards your degree in what we call other elective courses. So this includes Japanese language courses. You can start with no Japanese, and work up to a very advanced level through the language program that's offered by the Center for Japanese Language and Culture at Doshisha University. You can also earn credits taking elective courses outside the ILA, so at one of the many departments that are around us. So basically any type of course you're looking for in Japanese, if your Japanese level is strong enough, or there are also English courses that are courses offered in English, I should say, outside the ILA. We also are connected with the graduate program called it's called Global Studies at Doshisha University, and they offer some graduate level courses as well for fourth year ILA students. One of the nice aspects about our program is it's possible to complete a study abroad within your 4-year degree. So you can study for 1 year outside of Japan and use the credits that you earn at the host university towards your degree, so that you're able to do a full year abroad and still complete your degree within the 4 years. So there are several ways that you can participate in a study abroad program. First of all, we have 3 departmental exchange programs. So these are 1-year exchange programs that are offered only to students who are in the ILA program. So this is with IE University in Spain. We also have an agreement with the University College London in the UK, and also University College Maastricht in the Netherlands. It's also possible to participate in a study abroad program with one of the agreements that Doshisha University has with over 175 partner institutions across 37 countries. So our students at the ILA, many students have participated in those study abroad programs, going to places, for example, like University of California, Berkeley, Davis, Irvine, Sciences Po in Lyon, University of Cambridge. Other destinations are Milan, Korea, Paris, Indiana, Singapore, Canada, British Columbia. So there are many different opportunities to study abroad, and students who wish to complete a study abroad as part of their ILA degree are generally able to go to the destinations that they are interested in. All right, just now let me talk a little bit about the diversity of the program. So we have, speaking first about the teaching faculty, we have 51 lectures, 5 full-time lectures, and 46 adjunct lectures. So there's 19 nationalities within the teaching faculty. The ILA student community, this is as of spring 2025. We currently have 195 students who are 4-year degree-seeking students, and they represent 30 nationalities. But we also have students who are here on short-term exchange at Doshisha University. So, for example, coming from one of these 175 partner institutions, we also have students who are visiting the ILA from IE, UCL, and UCM. So, in addition to the 195 students here, we have other students representing various cultures and nationalities coming on short-term exchange. Just to talk a little bit about campus life. So we have a very active ILA Student Council that organizes events throughout the year. Here you can see, for example, Halloween event, a Christmas event, and a potluck. This year's potluck is coming up on June 1st. And that will be, of course, I think they're organizing that on Kamogawa River, as I was describing a few moments ago. Also, those ILA students tend to join clubs in the greater Doshisha University community. So Doshisha University has over 300 club circles, research groups. So really, sports, music, culture, or volunteering, you can find any activity that you're looking for. Really, any type of club that you can think of, you can probably find here at Doshisha. And in terms of sport, it's possible to join for the recreational level. You can find clubs that are involved in different types of sport, or some ILA students are also part of varsity sport here at Doshisha University. What types of international student support do we have? Well, there's life support, so daily life support advisors. We also have a health center and a counseling center, so that can give you help with basically medical care, but also with mental health as well. We have personal and academic counseling and assistance available. Academic support, so we have academic assistance offered by internationals. We have tutoring services available, and also Japanese language and culture lessons are available. So it's possible to study Japanese to a very, very high level here if you're interested in doing so. The cost of living in Kyoto is about 120,000 yen per month. So this includes housing, food, transportation, school supplies, and miscellaneous items. All international students are offered housing in their first year. The monthly rent range is between 25,000 and 60,000 yen. These apartments have basic furniture. So you can see an example. For example, example 1 would be something that you might find close to our campus. We're close to the Imadegawa campus. So you're basically looking at a one-room studio apartment that tends to have a small kitchen and a bathroom and a shower. Students in Japan, so international students are allowed to have part-time jobs with permission. You're allowed to work up to 28 hours per week on a college visa. All students are required to join the Japanese National Health Service. So this is 800 yen per month, but you can then receive basically all the health care you need at a very low cost. It includes drugs and I should say medicine, and also dental health as well. Doshisha University has very strong career support for its students. So the Japanese University hosts many career guidance events each year. Also vocational counseling and guidance. We at the ILA have 3 career guidance events a year in English that we offer to students. Our students do very well in the job market. Students don't seem to have any difficulties finding jobs. So here's just a number of examples, but with a liberal arts degree, our students are finding jobs in financial services or with IT companies, also in transportation, Food industry, recruiting, and consulting. You can see examples. A lot of students find jobs in the manufacturing sector, fashion and apparel industry, tourism industry, mass media, and other types of companies as well. So, many companies are looking for students that have a strong undergraduate degree, but also have language ability. So Japanese language ability, English language ability, other languages, and also other languages. So our graduates tend to do very well in the job market. Many of our students also go on to graduate level study. So domestically, here's some examples of universities. So obviously some students staying at Doshisha, but also Waseda, Kyoto University, Sophia University, Kyushu University, Hiroshima University, Ritsumeikan. Also, many of our students go on to graduate school in outside of Japan. So London School of Economics, University of Paris, for example, New York University, recently Columbia University, University of Melbourne, for example, in this recent, the cohort that just graduated recently. Our tuition fees are highly competitive. So this is the fees that were for the 2024 entry, you can see here. So 111,000, sorry, I should say 1,115,000 yen per year. We have many scholarships available. So within each cohort, some students will receive full tuition scholarships, but there's also category A and category C, which amounts to about 50% tuition reduction scholarships and a 20% tuition reduction scholarship. But there are also many other types of scholarships that are available once students enter into our program. It's quite easy to apply to our program. So we have a very straightforward online admission system. We basically screen your application to make sure it's complete and all documents are in order. You are then asked to submit a series of short recorded video interviews. We evaluate the application on the basis of personal statement, your high school transcripts, English language proficiency, recommendation letter, and your video interviews. We have 2 application periods per year. One is for spring entry, the other for fall entry. So the next application period will be from August 1st to August 28th. That will be for entry in April 2026. Our notification of results for that entry will be November 24th. And then we also have an application period that will come at the beginning of next year for entry in the fall of 2026. So, the Institute for Liberal Arts, we hope that you will think about applying to our program. You can discover your passion, study in English in Kyoto, Japan, completing a Bachelor of Arts Liberal Arts degree with 3 concentrations. Our tuition fees are highly competitive. There are many scholarship opportunities available. We have a vast number of study abroad opportunities available. So we hope that you will think about applying for our program and making your education adventure. So here is a picture of our main campus, the Imadegawa campus. We have the old historical Shoei-kan, and then in the background you can see the more modern Ryoshin-kan, 2 buildings. You can see here the URL to our program. So if you're interested in finding more information about how to apply, please do visit this webpage. We are also quite active on social media. So if you're interested in staying connected with us, then please do check our Instagram page, our Facebook page, or our YouTube page. We're also happy to answer any questions that you have. If you send us an email, we'll be happy to respond and provide you with more information. So I think that just gets me right up to the end of my 30 minutes. I'm very happy to have had the opportunity to introduce our program to you today, and I hope that you will consider applying. Thank you.